Moments later, the very ground begins to shake, and an extremely loud sound is heard throughout Midgard. Suddenly, a bright light fills the room, and out of it walks Tyr. "Come with me, Kratos. Come with me now. There's something you must see." Atreus, who's now awake, grabs his bow and follows his father through Tyr's portal. As they begin to emerge on the other side, Kratos begins to see a glimpse of the horror that lay before him. "What is this, Tyr?" "A monument of our deeds, Kratos. The fruits of our destruction. By now, all the light has dissipated and everything is now clear in front of them. A gargantuan Tyr in the fabric of space and time. Odin's obsession was no holder of secrets. It was the destroyer of worlds. An anomaly of all the chaos they have wrought onto the world. And it has grown bigger. It has grown bigger than they ever anticipated." Kratos could see scores of creatures getting sucked into it as he drew closer to where they stood. The sky beyond the Tyr was pitch black, darker than anything he had ever witnessed. It felt like beyond that, there was nothing. It truly felt like something worse than death. "How can we stop this?" Kratos asked. Before Tyr could say anything, Freya flies in and transforms and immediately asks Tyr, "Have you told him?" "I'm about to," Tyr responds. But Kratos interjects, "Tell me what?" Freya looks at Kratos with a little sadness in her eyes. "Everything, Kratos. Everything you have done. The killing, the destruction. Everything that we have done. How long do you think going around killing gods, beings of power, and elementals will go unnoticed? Unaccounted for? How many pillars can you remove from a building before it comes crashing down? You need to fix this, Kratos. You are the only one who can. We need to restore the balance, restore the pillars that you tore down." Kratos stands in silence, deep in thought, looking at the void quickly approaching. His face is full of anger, fists curled, then he turns. "Why do I have to fix this? They persecuted me. They won't let me be. I never wanted any of this. Your Odin sent Baldur to my door. They threatened my son. The Olympian gods betrayed me, deceived me. I murdered my family. Those gods deserve their fates. I just wanted peace. I found peace. My son." Kratos turns and looks at Atreus with sorrow in his eyes. "I'm sorry, Atreus." He turns and looks at the void, which has now covered everything in front of them. Only darkness remains. He looks at his hands, his curse, his scars, and utters under his breath, "If this is the end, I will face it gladly." Freya steps closer to Kratos and puts her hand on his shoulder. "You told me of the fates in your land. You once wielded their power to travel through time." He slowly turns and looks at her. "That power is long gone, Freya." "I can take you close," Tyr steps in. "But we must hurry. At this time, they are surrounded by darkness. Everything that used to be Midgard is gone. Take my hand, Kratos. With my last magic, I can send you back to your home, back to correct all the destruction. I understand it must be really difficult for you, Kratos, but it's the only chance we have." Tyr grabs Kratos' hand, then suddenly, Kratos begins to fade. He takes a last look at his son, Atreus. "You can do this, father. I know you can." Atreus encourages him. Then it seems the void overtakes everything. Surrounded by darkness, Kratos feels a sudden drop and he feels himself land hard on a rocky mountainside. He slowly gets on his feet and suddenly falls to his knees as the weight of what just happened in Midgard dawns on him. He just lost everything again. The air feels different. It feels old. It feels like Olympus. Everywhere his eyes could see was utter destruction. Yes, he was back amongst the remnants of Olympus, a past that has haunted his dreams. Far beyond the horizon, he could see the destroyer of worlds slowly making his way closer to taking this world too. How could one man cause such chaos? Uttered a voice, and it breaks Kratos' thoughts. He gets up, looks around, but there's no one. Down here, brother! Kratos looks to his waist and sees that Mimir had made it through with him. I never dreamed of the day I would be in Greece, and not just with anyone, but the ghost of Sparta himself. Enough, Mimir. We have a job to do. I must make it to the island of creation. That is where the magic of the fates lie. Suddenly, a stream of golden light flies across the sky above them. It can't be, Kratos utters. What can it be? Mimir asks. I think I saw someone who shouldn't be alive. Helios. Kratos and Mimir make their way up the mountain. They face creatures and beasts he had never seen. Mimir tells him they are creatures from a land of deserts and mighty gods, but why they are here, he hasn't the slightest idea. They eventually make it to the top of the mountain, and right there on Mount Olympus was a godlike being with golden wings, and there they realize it wasn't Helios. It was Horus, a god from the land of the desert, a god of the Egyptian realm. Kratos and Mimir confront Horus and realize he was not the only one in the realm. The Egyptian god had come to seek revenge against Ares for the attacks on their land, but they were shocked to find the Greek world barren and wrecked. But they'd have a lot more to offer, so they took over and got rid of any lesser gods that remained, and now they rule Mount Olympus.
What do you want, Ghost of Sparta? Have you come to reclaim your homeland? Is that why you've brought the magic on the horizon?
Kratos is disinterested, because he knows any confrontation will lead to the very thing that caused the destruction of the world, so he begins to walk past it, but finds his way blocked by a magic barrier.
You are not going anywhere till you answer me. I know you've lost all the power you stole from the gods you murdered, so you better start talking.
Kratos slightly turns around and faces Horus. The magic beyond the horizon will destroy everything, but I'm here to stop it. I need to get to the island of creation.
Lies!
Horus exclaims.
I know of the lies and tricks you used to destroy this world. It doesn't matter. Your very presence in this realm is a threat to our rule, and it would be better if you were gone. Prepare yourself, Spartan. This is the end of the road.
Kratos fights Horus and nearly incapacitated him, but Horus escapes and tells Kratos,
You will never make it to the island of creation, Kratos.
As he flies away. After fighting multiple creatures and avoiding multiple traps, Kratos finds Pegasus trapped in a cage, guarded by two massive sphinx. After rescuing Pegasus, they make their way to the island of creation. Horus intercepts Kratos on the way with a horde of flying creatures. During this fight, Pegasus is lost, and Kratos falls down onto the island of creation. Their journey through the island of creation is perilous and filled with remnants of the Greek gods, many of them who blame Kratos for the destruction of their world. Some of them fight him and lose, some of them give him his powers, encouraging him to go forth and fix the damage that he had caused. Some of them give him their share of the power of hope that Kratos let loose in their world. On their way, they also encounter humans and heroes who are also journeying to try and access the Fates portal to change the fate of the world, but most are found dead or dies right before Kratos can help them. After fighting a gauntlet of beasts and monsters Horus sends their way, Kratos eventually makes it to the Loom Chamber of Clotho. Upon arrival, Kratos discovers her massive skeletal remains with a blade still embedded in her. Before Kratos can do anything, Horus returns, but this time he comes with the great god Anubis, and the battle was fierce and amazing. Horus and Anubis were working together to counter Kratos' magical abilities, but at the brink of overpowering Kratos, his Spartan rage goes into overdrive, and he unleashes a flurry of lightning and powerful rageful blows That blow is too strong for Horus and Anubis, and they are blown across the room. Kratos quickly grabs Horus and casts off his wings and is about to rip his head off, but is stopped by Mimir. Brother, remember how we got here in the first place. Let them go. Kratos' rage slowly begins to wane, but suddenly, the roof of the chamber is blown off. The terror has reached the island. Kratos quickly grabs the loom and begins to change time, scanning for a past to which he had never left. One where his lust for conquest would lead him on this path, but suddenly it stops. He can only go as far back as when he had first arrived in this very chamber, right after he had killed Clotho. That means he must face himself. How can he? That Kratos is stubborn. That Kratos was an unstoppable force. Deep down, Kratos knew this was going to happen. He had to do the impossible. He had to do it now. Hurry up, Kratos, Mimir exclaims. The void! Kratos quickly runs and jumps through the portal to face himself. Kratos has just killed Clotho. He's turned the loom to the Titanomachy. Finally, his plan to destroy the Olympians is at hand. Suddenly, through the doorway walks out a man who bears his curse, his curse. Wait, this man is him. What is this treachery? Is this the best you can do, Zeus? Send a pretender? I am no pretender, Kratos. I am you, and I'm here to correct everything we have broken. You need to listen to me. You are not me, pretender. And even if you are just weak, old man. These gods took away everything from us. You should understand. I do. I scaled Olympus with the Titans. We destroyed all the gods and Titans that stood in our way. We even brought Zeus to his knees and spilled his blood across the mountain. But it didn't bring us peace. It only brought us more pain. And in the end, lost us our families. I have a son, Kratos, and his name is such. Before Kratos could finish, his younger self yells, Liar! I shall listen to your lies no longer. Move out of the way. I will move you myself. And with that began the greatest battle in all of creation. Kratos from the past charged his older self. They broke through the walls of the loom chamber and they fell down to a clearing below. He had all the youth, the fresh anger, and assortment of titanic and godly powers at his disposal.
I will make you suffer!
And by the gods they fought. Kratos from the future defended for a while, trying to speak some sense to himself, but he knew the only way was through force, so he eventually threw everything at his younger self. The blow shook the ground and shattered everything that unfortunately found itself existing around him. Kratos soon realized this battle was probably never going to end. Someone had to yield. Kratos wraps his arms around his younger self. You need to listen to me, Kratos. This ends in more pain and grief. Why should I listen to you? You want me to spare those who deceived us, the very gods who killed our family. We killed our family. Kratos lets go of his younger self. Our endless hunger for war killed our family, Kratos. We made that deal because we couldn't bear to lose a battle. I had to let Calliope go. I had to leave my son. And now there's this void. It eats everything because of what we did. I need you to stop. Then what? Forgive Zeus? Forgive the gods who tricked us and deceived us? Zeus killed us. You want me to forgive him too? No. We leave this place. Turn the loom. Go back before the deal. Go back before the battle. Go be with our family. Go be a father to Calliope. Aren't you tired, Kratos? I am. Let's finally have some peace. Our two Kratos climb up the tower, sit on a fallen pillar, and look into the distance, watching the sunset. So we had a son? Yes, Kratos, we did. His name is Atreus, and he made us proud. And he fought at Thunder God? Yeah, he had a father much like ours. So what happens to you when I go back and fix everything like you say? I don't know, Kratos. We shall see. They sit and talk till the sun sets, and the young Kratos walks through the portal and rejoins his family. The end. Thank you for watching and listening to my tiny piece of headcanon and fanfiction, which I know probably has 1,000 holes in it. Feel free to dig all the holes. But if you like this, please leave a like, and if you love this, please hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time.